Ну вот, ты запустился.
Все, окей. Я понял тебя.
Поехали.
Хорошо. Okay, let's start, I think. So my name is Zot. I'm from Akvex. Maybe you know me, maybe not. And today I will tell you a story about our side project. Of course, we have a main project. This project is Akvex, for sure. And our main product is Isonium, as you know. Well, this one, yeah, for sure. But also, when we are making something inside the Akvex, we are trying to pack it as a product also. Yeah, so pack it and что-то у меня случилось со звуком.
Это я тебя выключил случайно, я сами хотел принять. Все, продолжай.
Потом это отрежем. So if we are making something inside the Akvex project, we are trying to to pack it somehow and make it a product, to monetize it and make a profit for our partners, for you, my friends. And of course, we are focusing on Akvex, but also in cover, making some side projects. And one of these projects I will show you and present you tonight. To be honest, it's night in my place. As you know, all intellectual property of Akvex is belong to our co-owners, to you again. Yeah, and about 1 year ago, maybe you already hear about this idea. It was my idea, and I have sound out it, yeah, about 1 year ago. What I want to implement some crypto instruments and crypto mechanisms inside the Akvex project, but I wanted to make it smooth, meaningful, and convenient for everybody. And we were making it for a year, to be honest, not so fast, because we had a focus on our main product, yeah, on Isonium, and we have a lot of things to do and still have it. Yeah, and we are really happy to tell you what we already started some sales in Akvex and sales of Isonium, and it's really, really good. So our main goal is still development, but also our one side project. About maybe 2 weeks ago, we only find a name for it, to be honest. Before it was nameless, completely nameless. And we spent a lot of time for some discoveries, some examinations, and even some educations, because we needed to find out some new tricks and some new ways in a new field. And as you remember, I wanted to add DeFi, decentralized finances inside the Akvex. So this is my presentation of JetUP. So the name of this product and of this project is JetUP. I hope you see it. It's really, really red, and we still not decided to make it red or maybe blue, like here. Yeah. So JetUP is risk-free investment platform for venture projects, as you can see. So about logotype, I don't like it. I think it will be a little bit modified. But anyway, the name JetUP, jet, it means like a speed plane, and up, it's going up. So let me organize my working space a little bit more convenient. Okay, Akvex company. Akvex is funded exclusively by crowdfunding, as you know. We do not work with venture funds or business angels or VC accelerators or with any launchpads and crowdfunding platforms. We are making everything by ourselves. Yeah. So, and Akvex, what is it? This is a startup, and this startup, you have interesting and promising technology. Yeah. In the field of food tech. So it's not fintech, it's food tech. So we are not making money for money like this, like many, maybe 99.99% in crypto. And this is quite interesting. And we have been developing for 2 years and have achieved excellent results. Here is a link, and I will send you later the PDF, and you can go by this link and see our results. But I think you know about our results. So why we are not using any venture funds and VC accelerators? To be honest, we are looking for this cooperation, but we are not forcing it. And I will explain you why. Some reasons. Yeah, the first reasons, we are not satisfied with the conditions offered by venture investors for startups. Venture capitalists always want to get the maximum out of startup and often set such harsh conditions what kill all motivation and enthusiasm. Yes, this is completely true, because we had quite a lot of negotiations with funds, not only in Russia, but in other countries also. But of course, in Russia, for us, it's a little bit easier to negotiate some things, because now it's not so easy to go outside to meet with somebody. And anyway, if you are meeting with fund, yeah, with manager of the fund face to face, it's a little bit easier to do something, to achieve your goal. Yeah, conditions quite strong, and sometimes they are asking for too much control over the project. And as we started as a crowdfunded startup, we need to protect our very early investors, and we cannot we cannot agree with some really harsh conditions which they are dictating us, to be honest. The second reason is negotiations with funds are very lengthy and laborious. Yeah, it's true. We are spending a lot of time for it, and come on. Instead of making a product, startups have to invest too much effort and time and money in selling the project to a venture capitalist. That is, time is spent not on the product, but on its pre-sale packaging and endless presentations. Yeah, it's true. If, I don't know, maybe you had this experience, maybe not, but every time if you try to pitch your project, it looks like endless race. You're talking with people, showing something, showing, and it's like, I don't know, Sisyphus labor. Yeah, spending a lot of energy and a lot of time, but your product is still at the same stage. So you're not spending your time to developing of your product. And come on, is it cool? No, of course it's not. And that's why we decided to focus on product. Because of course we can spend maybe 1 year for negotiations with different funds. They will ask us for some papers, for some schemes, for some financial informations about our plans, about roadmaps, about many other papers. Yeah, but we just stuck at the same stage. But now, okay, of course, we spent 2 years for developing, and now we have a ready product, and it's much easier to sell. But now we don't want to sell it to funds because we made it without them. So we make some tricks about it. Venture funds can be understood, of course. They really need to get the most detailed assessment of the project and the team, because they carry very big risks. But these risks require high returns. And it's generally fair. Yeah, for sure, I understand their business, because they are making business on startups. Yeah. So the Actrix project went the other way and built a clear and convenient relationships with its crowd, with our crowd, of course. This is my text, to be honest. Attracting funds from the crowd is both easier and more difficult. And that's why. At the next slides, I'm not answering why it's more difficult, to be honest. I'm only answering why it's easier, but it's more difficult, understandable, because as many people you have, as many questions you have from them, yeah, and as many problems maybe you need to fix with them. But anyway, usually it's easier to fix it with your crowd. Yeah, if you are talking with crowd, and if you're explaining everything, what is going on, and if you are showing your results, usually it's better not to argue with somebody, but show him what you can achieve. Yeah, and what you have achieved already, and close all the questions. Because if I can see here Semi, for example, Semi for us for a long time, to be honest, and maybe he remember many strange questions and maybe even insults in our chat for 1 year ago and 1.5 years ago. Yeah, and many people told us you will never do what you promising. This project is come on, kind of scam and fake. Finally, we closed all these questions and we showed everybody what we can do, everything what we promised. We promised to make a product, we are making it. We promised to start some sales, we starting it. Now we are selling not so much, to be honest, but we have the main point. We have a feedback. We have a really important and really wide feedback from our very early clients, and it helps us to improve the product right now, because at the early stages it's much easier to improve something than later, because later you are spending too much money for manufacturing already. Okay, but it's about tactics. Yeah, but we are talking now about JetUP. Sorry me. Yeah. And that's why a crowd investor invests hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars in the project, but not millions like a venture fund. And so it is easier to him to make a decision. Yeah, but it's a little bit harder for project to get the budget. Yeah. So it's like two sides of coin. It's easier to infect a crowd investor with the idea and usefulness of the project, while a venture capitalist is only interested in profit. Yeah, as you remember, by yourself, crowd investor is looking not only for profit, but also for some things and some projects and some ideas, what is really close to his mentality, his dreams, maybe his point of view, and something like this. We really like to invest and support things which we are trust in. Yeah, venture capitalist is not trust to anybody. He's looking only for money, so he don't care what you are making. You care about children, you care about ecology, you care about health, or you're changing quality of life. For him, it's, come on, it's empty words. It's not so important and not so interesting. For him, it's interesting only your market, yeah, and the money which you can get from this market. Venture capital funds are large bureaucratic organizations with clear scoring and a formal project evaluation system. Often it is difficult to sell them something really new, but it's much easier to sell something fashionable. 1 second, please. Sorry. I'm a little bit ill. So it's true. Usually, venture capitalists are scoring your project by modern fashion of ideas. And I think I'm sure you know about it because you can see it on the market. You can see it in news about venture capitalism. You can see it everywhere, something like waves. For example, a few years ago, it was really hype about self-driving cars. Yeah, these robotic cars which can drive without driver. Oh, before it was a hype about marketplaces. Wow, marketplaces about everything. Now it's kind of hype about NFT, or not so big hype about VR, but it's quite big because of metaverses like this. So if you're coming to fund and bringing something what is not so fashionable for now, you have less chances to get an agreement. You understand me? So for now, you are going to VC and tell them, oh, I'm making a new metaverse with NFTs. Oh, It's so cool. Let's do it. Yeah, because now it's fashionable. If you're coming to there and telling them we are making super energetic drinks and foods, yeah, it's quite cool, but it's not so fashionable. It's not so hype thing for now, and it's much harder to knock this door, yeah, for you. But actually, there are many metaverse projects now, and of course, 99% of them will die, yeah, because it's really hard competition at this market. For smart food tech is not so big competition. And to be honest, if you're thinking about it, maybe it's better to invest in something not so hyping, yeah, because not so big so many competitors inside. Yeah, but it's not all. Yeah, I'm telling too much additional information. And each fund has its own project evaluation system, not systems. Sorry, this is my text and I mistype a little bit. And a startup needs to adapt to them, spending a lot of resources to each fund. For the crowd, you can present your own model for one for everyone. Yeah, it's also true. If you are negotiating with a fund, they are giving you a kind of rails which you need to follow. Yeah, and these rails are different in different funds, and yes, you have already some papers, some schemes, some tables for many things for your project and for your product, and you need to change it every time you're negotiating with 10 funds, so you need to make 10 packs of documents. And you're spending a lot of time again. For crowd, you can just make your own way, how you want to present what your product by yourself. Nobody is dictating you what should you do. You just need to make a clear scheme and show the clear information, how it will be and what is it, how it will be growing, how it will be going, like this. And it's really quite easier because you're spending just less labor and time. Crowd investors are often also the core of the future consumers of the product. Yes, I already told about it. People love to invest in what they need themselves. By developing crowd, a startup simultaneously receive both investments and a primary market. It's obvious what a venture fund is unlikely to be a consumer of startup products. Yeah, and it's really cool because we can see it now in Aquex, and it's natural thing. I don't think I need to explain it. People are looking for something and invest in something what they need, and this is your first very early customers, and it's really good because you're closing 2 tasks in the same time. So you're making a kind of marketing, yeah, you're getting a new market for sale, and you're getting investment. Really cool. And everyone would very much like to. Oh yeah. Is it true? Yes, it's true. It's better to spend time for 2 tasks at the same time when separated. Okay, Aquex has implemented tokenization. Yes. And okay, I will tell you later. And made it easier for investors to become co-owners of the company. Now this can be done in just a few clicks and also almost anonymously. Yeah, the AQX token is equal to 1 share of the Aquex company. It can be bought, sold directly, Yeah, link to the manual. Oh, here should be link to the manual. Yeah, we'll add it. Tokenization is a killer feature for crowdfunding. It's really killer feature, but unfortunately, this way has been seriously polluted in the ICO scam. You know about it, maybe if you are close to crypto. At 2016 and 2017, there were many ICOs, but almost all of them ended up failing and turning it into a scam. And that's why this is true, and this is really sad true. Very easy entry. A token can be created in a couple of minutes, and cryptocurrencies were at 2017, but now it's also like this, were a very hype topic in all the news. Of course, the smell of easy money attracted a lot of professional scammers. Haha. Yeah, I saw tons of them in my life. A token is not a magic wand. What immediately gives a startup funding for years to come. No, it's also need to be sold and advertised. And the situation arises that is more profitable for startup to hire marketers than engineers. Marketers bring token sales and money, while engineers only spend money. Of course, we hire more marketers. And now the startup team has 50 marketers and only 2 engineers. Advertising is done perfectly, but everyone has already forgotten about the product. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's true, and many I hope so. I hope so. What many ICOs were started not like scam in the beginning. Yeah, but finally they just fall down just because of this, because they spend too much time and too much money and too focused on marketing and selling tokens, but not on development of the product. Yeah, I think so. If tokens are sold well, then the money comes quickly and immediately in large volumes, and that's bad. It's really, really bad for startup. There is a temptation to make a huge office, and not only one. Immediately want to hire a lot of useless people, and of course buy a Lambo. Yeah, it is kind of joke about Lambo. In crypto market, you can hear it many, many times. Yeah, it's true. If a startup gets a lot of money in a moment, the founder thinks what now it's something like a miracle, but it will be every time like this. Yeah, I will get, I don't know, not we, but this kind of startup can get millions and think, okay, we will spend it now, but tomorrow we will get more. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe after 1 month, but maybe next month. Anyway, we will get some more. So we shouldn't stop. We need to grow fast. Yeah, we need to fake it till you make it. You know this phrase. So we need to look big and have a lot of people inside, have a lot of commercials all around the world, have many offices. We need to open an office not only in the country of presence, but also in Miami, for example, yeah, in USA, maybe in Singapore, maybe in Dubai, maybe somewhere else, to show everybody what we are big and respectful company. Yeah, it's really cool, but where is your product? You have any product right now, but you're spending money for useless things just to make a picture. Yeah, just to figure, I don't know. As a result, the money runs out, the marketers are no longer profitable, and the engineers have already quit this strange company because it's not making any product, just spending money for commercials. There is no product yet, and will not be, never. The startup itself, perhaps not wanting it initially, but turns into a scam and inevitably, and closes forever. Yeah, this is so sad. But we figured out how to solve all these problems at once. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, maybe you already heard about it a year ago, about this my idea, and we spent really all this year for deep examination of all problems which can we face in this implementation, and we already even faced some problems in this implementation half of a year ago, last summer, and not we personally, but some of our partners perfectly solved all these problems, and maybe I will even write a kind of topic about it, because it's really interesting story. And it's so sad what you maybe cannot find it in public for now, but it's really interesting. And I have something like a detective. It's really cool about DeFi and cryptocurrencies and smart contracts. So interesting. It can be a book. Finally, Architects offers a brand new crowdfunding scheme. Let's modify the ICO. Let's turn it into version 2.0. 2.0, okay, and make venture investments risk-free. How? The very word venture is high risk. Venture means high risk. How it can be risk-free? It's kind of oxymoron, but it's not at all. Yeah. Next screen. Imagine here is a startupper Alice. Come on, I'm from IT. And the investor Bob. Alice needs some money for development, and therefore she's ready to raise some money from Bob for a stake in the project. But Bob is unsure about the Alice project and doesn't want to risk. That's why he's proposed such a scheme. Bob puts money in the bank for a deposit. The return of this deposit is his investment in the Alice project. The body of Bob's deposit is never spent and never goes to Alice. Yeah, it is in a bank. Alice receives only income from this deposit and the interest what the bank will charge on Bob's money. In return, Alice transfers shares of her project to Bob in proportions of the profit received from the bank according to some predetermined formula. Yeah, this is really good scheme. So Alice, it's not like in ICO, but in this scam, Alice is not getting any money at all. Yeah, but he's getting she. Okay, Alice is she. She's getting the interest from this money. Money is working somewhere. Money is working in the bank. Yeah. So Bob put it in the bank and can take back in any time, at any time. And the result of this work in bank account, this is investment to Alice. This is a really great scam, but so Bob does not risk his funds at all. He can take them out of the bank at any time. I told it already. In the classical venture scheme, Bob loses all investment if Alice project is bankrupting, obviously. Bob only risks the return of his deposit in this scheme. If Alice project fails, then Bob's stock will simply be worth nothing. Yeah, because Bob is getting stock of shares in Alice project. But the body of investment will not disappear. Obviously, also. Yes, some risks remain, but they are immeasurably less than a classic venture. Yeah, it's immeasurable because this text we need to change a little bit. And when using a bank deposit, the main sum will be returned back. Only the acquired profit will be lost. Good idea, yes, but this idea doesn't work. Yeah, this idea doesn't work, and that's why. That's why banks charge interest once a year, but Alice needs funding tomorrow. Also, obviously, profitability of deposits in banks are very low. It's about 1 or maybe 3%, very rarely more. In some countries, in Russia, you can get more than 3% from bank deposit, but the problem is in our local currency because it can dramatically goes down sometimes. And if Alice needs some, for example, 1 million of USD per year for her project, so then Bob has to not freeze, but put in the bank deposit as much as 100 millions if profitability is only 1% in the bank. And this is really, really big money. It's too much. How to do? Very simple. Let's turn to cryptocurrencies and DeFi farming. Yes, we are talking about DeFi farming. DeFi farming. Here you can see the link. This is a perfect link. I will send you this PDF later. This link is for a book about DeFi. It's a perfect book in 2 tomes, a really big one, but I think this is the most detailized manual which exists now on the market. Yeah. DeFi farming is a tool for earning money by providing liquidity to swap pools according to various schemes to maximize the profitability from these operations. DeFi farming in stable coins can bring up to 25% APY. 25% APY. To be honest, sometimes it can be even higher. Sometimes it can be quite lower. But we already have one farming smart contract, which is showing about 28% per year for 1.5 years. A little bit less because it have been started at, oh, 1 second, please. At August 1st of 2020. Yeah, about it. So with almost zero risk, and here you can see little star, that's really important. And regardless of the volatility of cryptocurrency prices, not completely true, to be honest, but near to be true, because we are using farming in stablecoins. So only systemic risks are present. Yeah, it's true, because what the kind of systemic risks? Because, for example, if you are using stable coins, it can be some problem with stable coin. Yeah, with issuer of the stable coin, because, for example, as you know, the most popular stable coin is USDT, and it's always, maybe for 5 years already, some rumors about the issuer of USDT, about Tether Company Incorporated, what they can be closed very, very soon because of some problems with law, with police, with anti-money laundering systems, with many other things. No, but we can use another stable coins. For example, we can use BUSDT. BUSDT is issued by Binance, as you know, is one of the biggest. It's biggest crypto stock exchange in the world, but it also can be bankrupted. Yeah, and if it's bankrupted, it will be bankrupted. BUSDT also will be disappeared like this. So it's kind of systemic risks. They are not inside the scam. They are not inside the actors. They're outside of it. Yeah, and these risks, yeah, we have it, but it's not on our side like this. Okay, next. Okay, no. How has the relationships between Alice and Bob changed now? Like this. We can have a kind of story here. Alice is creating a DeFi farming contract. Smart contract, of course. Bob provides liquidity for Alice farming smart contract. Cool. The body of the deposit itself still belongs to Bob. He can withdraw it at any time back to his wallet. Yeah, this is true, and it works like this. And here should be capital T. And this can be a little bit lower. Alice receives income from farming and uses it to finance her project. Alice can withdraw the profit even every day. Yeah, really. So the body of Bob's deposit is not going to Alice; it's going inside the contract. But the profit from this contract is going to Alice, like this. But it's not all. Oh, yeah. It is very good, but Alice does not receive a lot of money at once, but only in portions. Remember the history of ICO. It was the large amount of funding received at the moment. And finally, that has killed many startups. I explained it a few minutes ago. DeFi provides profit in portions and therefore allows a startup to smoothly cover expenses. You understand me? So startup is not getting tons of money, but getting a little portions and need to close budget slowly. And that's why startup needs to think about budgeting really smart and really deep to not going too fast and hiring too much people and spending too much money, getting too much obligations for something, for offices, for and other stuff. So this is really good. To be honest, it's better to get small portions than a big pile of money. Alice is interested in developing the project and presenting the results. Yeah, so Alice, as any startup, has a kind of roadmap, and this roadmap has some stages, some milestones, and of course for Alice it's better to show the result and show the progress, because if Bob doesn't see any progress, he will take his deposit back. Yeah, of course, if any project promises me something really cool and I cannot see any progress, I cannot see any results, I cannot see any new things, I don't know what they're doing. They're using my money, so my money is stuck. They are not using my money, they're not touching it, okay, but it's stuck in a smart contract and they are disappeared. I don't know what are they doing, where are they? Yeah, everything is okay, or maybe they all already closed this project and run away. What's going on? I really don't know. And in this case, of course, I just taken my money back and said, oh, okay, let's forget about these guys, because I think they just spent my money for, not my money, but profit from my money. They spent it for nothing, and I'm getting tokenized shares, but these shares will never cost anything in future, because come on, they are not doing anything. They promised to follow the roadmap, but they are not following. I cannot see results. I want to see it. So that's why Alice is interested in developing the project and presenting the results. For using Bob's liquidity, Alice provides him her tokenized shares. Sounds good. Yes, sounds good. But it's much more interesting if we have not only Alice, but several projects and a special platform for risk-free investments where they are located. Then Bob can leave one project and enter another project, exchange one tokenized shares to others. Startups themselves can arrange promotions, airdrops, collaborations, and the most importantly, every new startupper with 1P who comes to this platform will now learn about all projects and get a lot of options. And every startup now has a place to land the traffic. And as much startups we have, as much potential investors, crowd investors are coming to platform. Yeah. So because, and this is good for all the platform together for, it's kind of what? Kind of synergetic effect. Yeah. Now it's easier for startups to advertise their project and promote them and decently save their budgets, by the way. Looks like win-win. Cool. So you see, this is my favorite word. Acrex launches crypto launchpad, launchpad. Okay, I will change it. For fiat startups called JetUP. JetUP. Yeah, you can see here a word fiat. So it will be a risk-free venture platform managed through a DAO. Here should be link, but there are no link. Where each investor will have a voice in decision making. Yeah. Why is only fiat? Just because I don't want to see any crypto for crypto startups at JetUP, to be honest, because making crypto for crypto, it's, come on, we have tons of projects like this already in the market. So many people just making crypto objects, crypto things, crypto startups, NFTs, many other things, but it has no fiat value inside. It's valuable by itself because we have demand on it. Yeah, we have demand, and that's why we have a value for sure. But actually, it's much better to connect fiat, crypto, and also fiat as a profit for this crypto, to make it like a full circle. Yeah, that's why I want to see only fiat startups. Fiat startups, it means not connected with crypto, but startups should have fiat profit, should focus on fiat profit, at least. Maybe not have right now, but in future it should be like this. So it cannot be any DeFi farming for DeFi farming, like this, farming tokens for another tokens. It should be have profit in real cash. Yeah, requirements for participating startups: only a real product. Oh, I told about it 1 minute ago. No fintech and tokens for sake of tokens. 1 minute ago. Only fiat profit. We want to back our tokens with fiat cash flow, which is sorely lacking in cryptocurrencies for now. Yeah, for sure. Selection via DAO voting. About DAO, I think I will send you some links also with description of this abbreviation. General departments of marketing, IT, accounting, legal support, and all for all startups, not at all, but for all startups. We will save budget. Come on. So we want to make a kind of outsourcing at JetUP to help startups and cover some needs. For example, if they need IT support, we can provide it by ourselves. If they need to use some frameworks which were already made, they can use it from us. If they need accounting or legal support, we can provide it because, come on, we already have it. So even if somebody will come to us and it will be only founder and nobody else, it's okay, because we can provide him a lot of rails which were already made for ourselves. Of course, not for free. Yeah, it should be profitable for our investors, but you understand the ideas. If many startups are joining together, they can share some departments inside themselves. Yeah, like this, and really get economies in it. Okay, and in order to attract other startups to the JetUP platform easier and more efficiently, yeah, the first client of JetUP will be the Aquix project itself. Yeah, I think it's fair, it's understandable, and it's good because we have a great history, we have a great product, to be honest. I really love us. I really love Aquix, to be honest. I spent so much time, I put the big part of my soul inside it, and of course, what can I tell about about it? Only good words. We went from an idea to the start of sales in just 2 years. Yeah, it's true. We are still startup by ourselves now, and we understand all the pain and suffering in this industry. Yes, it's not so easy to be a startupper, especially if you are not in USA. In USA, it's much easier, but for example, in Europe, in Russia, and come on, in China even, or maybe in some Asian countries, in Africa, come on, I can work. I want to work with Africa. I think if you're a startupper in Africa, it's not so easy for you to grow. Therefore, JetUP will not be another unicorn idea, but immediately a working project, because we will put working Aquix inside it. You understand? But not only, I think at the start we will put something like maybe 10 projects. I hope so, because we're now still negotiating with some of people all around just to join our forces and be the initial projects in JetUP. Well, and dividends to all our faithful and highly respected investors, of course, to you, my friends. This is also the intellectual property of Acquix. You should remember it. Everything what we are doing is belong to Acquix, and any intellectual property of Acquix belongs to our co-founders. Oh, come on, co-owners. This is why we did the tokenization of Acquix shares. Now that we have already gone through all the procedures ourselves, and so we already made tokenization of Acquix, and now we can monetize this knowledge and experience. We can sell it to another startups, because you don't understand how many people asking me about these schemes, how to make it, how to do. Just after this webinar, I have a meeting with another startup which is looking for help, which is ready to pay us to help them with these schemes, yeah, to help them with legal support and everything like this. By the way, if you personally have good startup ideas, we are waiting for you. Mail us now. Main thing, all buyers of AQX token will receive JetUP crypto launchpad voting tokens in the ratio 1:0.48 for 3 years for free. Why is this proportion? I really don't know. You should ask our boss, Artyom, because he made it, this decision. This is a gift. Our very first investors will also not be left without gifts. Thank you for believing in us. We couldn't have done anything without you, my friends. Yeah. You asked us how and when will the AQX token will be listed for top crypto exchanges. And this is the answer. Just tokenized share of a startup is not very cool. It's not technologically advanced and interesting for the market. Moreover, ICOs are prohibited in many countries. Yeah, but the crypto launchpad for fiat startups on DeFi farming already sounds much better and technologically advanced, and it's completely different asset class. Yeah, we will bring it to the exchanges in the first place. So not AQX token, but first place it will be a JetUP token. Yeah, but AQX is kind of, it's like what? It's like a proton inside the atom. You understand? So it's a part. AQX will be inserted inside JetUP. That's why it can be divided, but anyway, it's connected instances. Oh yeah, thank you for your attention. And yes, this is not all. There is a lot of interesting things ahead, and some cookies too. Yeah, we have some cookies, of course. Yeah, my name is Zod. Thank you for everybody. Sorry, I'm a little bit ill. That's why maybe I'm speaking not as beautiful as usual. Yeah, so you will get this video, and in few days, maybe 3 days, maybe 4, I'm not sure, we will provide you a white paper. We will provide you a special press release with all details about JetUP and AQX, and some more additional information. And this presentation also, and other things also, all this information will be sent to your special groups by Artyom, by our boss, by our technical support, and everything like this. Thank you for attention. Sorry, maybe it's not so beautiful as you expected, but I need to leave you. Yeah, so I will let Artyom to tell something, maybe. No? Хочешь что-нибудь сказать?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. It's only one thing what he can tell you. Okay, so wait for sorry, maybe it's a little bit rude. So wait for, oh, come on, Artyom, what's going on with your hair? What is it? Yeah, this is our boss. Yeah, So good, so nice, so sweet. Yeah, also, you see, I have a really big hair because of winter time. It's winter time in Russia, and when it's winter time, it's not so good to be bald. Yeah, you need a little bit hair on your head because it's really fucking cold. Okay, thank you for attention. Please wait for our press release with some details, with some tricks, with some moves, what you need to do if you want to participate. For white paper for this presentation, and in few days, not maybe in few days, let's tell it in 1 week at least, we will start a special crypto bot in Telegram, and I will invite you to test it also. Come on, it will be interesting. Let's do it together. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Я что-то неважнецки себя чувствую, чуть-чуть как-то вспотел. Так.